Hi, this is Dana. Welcome to my live stream for Thursday, August the 1st. And the topic of tonight's session is going to be essential oils. But as per usual, hello Aaron, welcome to the live stream. As per usual, we don't have to stick to the topic. I just had some interesting things that I wanted to share about essential oils, and I thought I would start off by sharing them. We have, especially with my breathing problems, my COPD, and Mary's recent double mastectomy, want to make sure we stay away from fully loaded chemicals. And where her hospital bed is, she's found a couple of ants, and they've been annoying her, and they annoy me. So we didn't want to use any poisonous ant spray to create problems for her or me. So we decided we'd see if we could find what we could use with doTERRA, because I have a lot of doTERRA oils, and I found out that you can use essential oils such as peppermint, citrus oil, and tea tree oil, which doTERRA calls Melaleuca, to make an ant repellent spray. And it says purchase a clean spray bottle, and I had a small bottle that I bought from them, and I filled it with a half a cup of water and a half a cup of white vinegar and 15 or 16 drops of the tea tree oil and 15 or 16 drops of the peppermint oil and about 7 drops of orange oil. Hey Mary, welcome to the live stream. So, I shook it up and gave her the bottle, and they say it's supposed to prevent the ants from coming around you. I hope it works, because that's all we're comfortable using right now, with her just recovering from surgery and me with my breathing problems. And it says that you can make an ant killer, but I didn't want to do that. And you have to use vodka to mix in the spray mixture in order to make an ant killer, and they say that's good for fire ants, but we chose not to do that. And also, another thing it said is you could take clove oil and dab it with a cotton ball or Q-tip along where you see ants from coming in, and it prevents them from laying down pheromones, it said, to attract other ants to come in along with them. So we haven't tried that, but if we find out where they're coming in at, we probably will. Anyway, I've used doTERRA for years and years, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about that and about essential oils. We have a lot of essential oils, and I first started using them because of my Parkinson's. I was trying to find out ways to, there's no cure, but to delay the long-term effects that Parkinson's disease has on you. And so I started off by using doTERRA oils, and I'm trying to think of one of the primary ones I use, I think it was clary sage oil. And they come in 5 milliliter bottles and 15 milliliter bottles. But usually you only use 1 drop or 2 drops if you're diffusing the essential oils or putting them in a carrier oil like coconut oil, which we use, and putting on your, like, behind your ears and on your wrist and on the bottoms of your feet. Mary said there's no huge delay tonight, and I'm glad, because usually there is, and I'm real uncomfortable when I turn the live stream off that people are still able to see and hear what we're saying after I think I'm off. But anyway, such is life, huh? It's storming here, and it's raining, it's thundering, and it's just having a big old time. This is the second time today it's stormed here. Anyway, back to the doTERRA oil. I do use other oils besides doTERRA, like especially when money is slim, which is usually only for a short time, but I have bought oils from Walmart. The problem with that being is they're not certified therapeutic grade oils. They're diluted, just like the ones you can get through Amazon. It takes a whole lot more of the oils because they are diluted to have the effect that they're intended to have, which is to help you. Another thing that made me interested in doTERRA, besides them being certified therapeutic grade oils, was they co-impact their sourcing of oils, which they get from around the world. And basically what that means is they help poor people who are usually indigent, which is another word for being poor, and don't have a real good way of making money, and they don't make very much money. And doTERRA offers them a good wage for growing the plants that they source their essential oils from. And I was gonna say, I'm looking for something on my iPad, so excuse me for not being so attentive. Their co-impact sourcing or source to you is affects the growers, also the distillers of the products that are used to make the essential oils. And they are sourced from 40 different nations around the world. And I think that's pretty amazing. And they show a picture of a man looking at oranges hanging on an orange tree, but they don't say where that's from. They also, on their website, have quality control reports that is available to people who are interested in seeing how the doTERRA essential oils stack up when tested by independent, verified third-party lab. Oil, not toy. Yeah, toy lost strength with cup and copper. Yeah, essential oils have really done well to help Mary. They've really done well to help me. And even my dad, who also has a mild form of COPD, uses the diffusers and uses oils, usually a peppermint oil, for his breathing, and just a drop or two in the small container of water in the diffuser. And you sit.
Why don't you talk about some of your favorites?
Some of my favorite oils, and I can give you a list. First of all, would have to be lavender. That helps calm you and relax you. They say it's good for sleep. So that probably is close to being my number one, if not my number one. Another oil that we've been using a lot in the past 2 months is black pepper. And along with the black pepper, we use the copaiba. It's COPAIBA. And you can compare it loosely to CBD oil. But copaiba is one of my favorites. And
do you have any of them to show?
Not right off.
Like, do you have any of the oils that?
Not right off. Like I said, lavender. Lemongrass is a real favorite of mine. We'll tell you what it says about lemongrass. It can be used aromatically, through touch, and lemongrass is a subtle citrus flavor and is used in Asian cuisines and soups, teas, and curries, as well as with fish, poultry, beef, and seafood. In addition to its unique flavor, lemongrass promotes healthy digestion and acts as overall tonic to body systems when ingested. It's also purifying and toning to the skin and is frequently used in skincare products for these benefits. It is an ideal oil to use in massage therapy. It has a pungent, herbaceous aroma that can heighten awareness and promote a positive outlook. They suggest you can massage it after a hard workout. You can use it to flavor entrees and meat dishes. It blends well with basil, cardamom, or spearmint oil. You dilute the oil, then rub or spritz on skin before going outside. Lemongrass oil helps to repel insects. So that's one of my favorites. It's probably in the top 5. Lime is another one. Marjoram is another that I take for my Parkinson's. And
Signals going back and forth.
Mary's telling me the signals are going back and forth. So I hope that you can hear me clearly. because I feel like this is very important. It's an alternative to modern medicine. It's a complementary medicine to modern medicine. Another oil we use here in the last 2 months is Melissa oil, and that's probably one of the most expensive ones they have because it's really made from a really rare plant. We also use peppermint, and the next one,
Maybe you can break down like how much the Melissa oil is.
What do you mean break it down?
Like how much it costs.
Okay. I hesitate to do that because it is costly when purchased at retail. But like I did 4 or 5 years ago, I paid the $20 to become health consultant with doTERRA, so I get the wholesale price, which is $115. Now the retail is $153.33, and trust me, a lot of people use these oils. Like I said, only 1 to 2 drops, and that's all it takes. And that's got a very low cost per milliliter when you're only using 1 to 2 drops. Melissa oil is also known as lemon balm, and it's one of our rarest and most expensive oils. It has a wide range of health benefits and uses. It is used as a flavor in teas and ice cream, as well as some fish dishes. Because of its positive effect on mood, Melissa has long been used to calm feelings of tension and nervousness. At night, it can help initiate a restful sleep environment and promote emotional well-being. It also helps support a healthy immune system. And you can diffuse it at night or rub it on the forehead, shoulders, or chest. Or you can add it to a moisturizer or spray bottle filled with water to spritz on the face to rejuvenate the skin and refresh the mind. Oh my goodness. I don't have but 1 bottle of that, but I probably need more. Anyway, Melissa is another one I like. And they also have oil blends, and probably one of my favorite blends is something that is called, well, Breathe for one, but it's Deep Blue. Deep Blue oils come in I believe it's a 5 milliliter bottle, and I use it because of the chronic pain that I have in my back and my shoulders. It is a 5 milliliter bottle. It is wholesale $33 and retail $44. Even a 5 milliliter bottle, if you used it every day, and I do not use all these oils every day for everything. Let me say that. The Deep Blue is for pain, and it's a blend of wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, yang yang, helichrysum, blue tansy, blue chamomile, osmosis, and it's used to cool and comfort after a workout or for pain. Like I said, I really enjoy it, and I'm glad that Aaron has some essential oils. Like I said, they're a complement to medicine. They're not as hard on your system as commercially made things that are pushed by the pharmaceutical companies, some of which aren't even safe for us.
But you still also have to be careful, because I know there's been some people spreading some really negative press about the essential oils online. You have to be mindful just like you would with prescription medicine.
Mary brought up the point that you need to be mindful when using the essential oils because other people have brought up a lot of negative or brought up some negative feedback about essential oils and them being unproven. Well, I'm not sure that's really the case because they've been used since the times of when the Old Testament and the beginning of the New Testament was wrote.
Letting their children get into the oils and then being issues from that.
As you would do with Tylenol or prescription medicine, you need to keep essential oils put up away from small children or young children or pets, even though diluted, highly diluted oils are used for dogs and cats. But as with anything, you have to be careful. You cannot use the oils and put them directly on your skin because your skin would be sensitive to that and you would not feel comfortable if you did that. Anyway, they do what they're supposed to do when they're used the way they're supposed to be used.
You're not supposed to ingest. They're for topical use, and then there's others you can ingest.
Yes. On doTERRA's website, they tend to say that none of the essential oils are to be used to ingest. But there are some that are safe, and there are some that you should avoid at all costs. So you just need to be careful and know your research before you use the essential oil. And like I said, never use it directly on your skin without some kind of what they call carrier oil, which is like moisturizer, coconut oil, stuff like that.
Which I try not to use coconut oil.
And Mary says she tries not to use coconut oil. Erin says she's heard they can be bad for animals. And if you use them at the same strength as you would for human beings, yes, they can make them very ill or kill them. But if you dilute the essential oils,
check with your vet to make sure.
Yeah, check with your vet to make sure which.
Go to DoTerra's website.
And go to doTERRA's website because they list some of the recommendations. Cats are especially sensitive to essential oils, so where normally we could take like a fourth a cup of water and put a drop or two of essential oil, say like the lime in it, and drink it. It's not going to hurt us. You would want to dilute it even more to apply it to a dog and even more to apply it to a cat. Although I really can't think of any uses for lime oil for dogs or cats.
Well, in all subjects, but it's the same. It's summertime. People are worrying about fleas and ticks. about 10 years ago, you decided to buy some of the cheaper flea and tick remover at the,
Walmart.
was it Walmart or was it at the country store?
No, Walmart.
At Walmart. And I'm not saying it killed your dog, but it certainly had an impact on your dog.
Yes, I lost one of my dogs. I bought some cheap flea drops to put on her, and it caused her to have a bad reaction. And she lived for several weeks, if not maybe a month or two afterwards. But she never got well after I used the cheap flea drops on her. So be careful.
We never did that again.
Yeah, we never bought the cheap ones again.
And her sister was fine. It was just, but I think it has to do with their immune system.
Yeah, it has to do, just like with humans, with the dog's immune systems. And the cheaper flea drops from Walmart, which I think were Sergeants or Hearts maybe. I couldn't recommend those at all. Like I said, I feel like I lost a dog because I used the cheaper ones. Anyway, don't want to end on a negative note, but I'll have a video up tomorrow, and on Saturday I'll go live again at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please be kind to one another, and remember, we love you. Bye.